So I've been working in a little bit of a new direction here. As you guys know, we've been making abstract pieces. So today I thought we'd work with some Distress ink. So I've got the peacock feathers, vintage photo, and salty ocean here. And then also these four Liquitex colors: Naples yellow, rose pink, fluorescent red, this is fun, and bronze. And then also our quinacridone azo gold. So let's get started. I'm going to start off making some marks, as we always do, working on the Jack Richardson printmaking paper, really smooth, pretty durable paper. So let's just start making some marks. These are 4.5 by 4.5 squares, pretty small, but kind of get the idea. Let's come in with a little bit of our China marker to kind of make some marks. I want these to be pretty bold. We'll see why in a minute. I kind of wanted to play with this idea of soft colors and strong colors, bold shapes. So we're going to see where this leads us. I also want to come in with the Derwent ink tints. This is the Baked Earth. And I just want to put like one simple mark in each of these boxes. So let's see, let's make this one go like this, maybe. And this last one, let's come over here. I may have done too much here, but you get the idea. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is I've got this sheet of just plastic, and we're going to put some distress colors on here, get it wet, and then put it down over top. Okay, so what I'm going to do first, I'm going to start off with the vintage photo. I'm just going to lay some of this down. I think I'm going to add just a little bit of this is the peacock. Get the spray bottle out, a little bit of water. I'm just going to take my finger and sort of mush it around. I discovered that on the Distressed Oxide creators call this smushing. So, oh, I just made a mess. It's very messy. But basically, we're just going to put these down and kind of make, oh, I love that green with the vintage photo. It's going to make some marks through here. You can kind of smooth it out. Let's put a little bit more of this color here. This is the Salty Ocean. And I made a mess over here, but that's all right. You can see how you can kind of just smoosh it together. And since it's all going to be like pretty smushy anyway, I'm not going to really worry about being too particular about it. I have been playing with this for a couple of days, so I feel a little confident in my skill here. Trying to leave some of the white space, but we'll see if that works. I haven't been terribly successful. I kind of like, instead of what I did last time, like just sort of placing it down where I want it to be. We can also come back in with our color shaper a little bit if we want to move it around. Something else I found that's really cool is if we take some of this and just sort of put it over the wet, like you get some really cool marks with that too. Actually, let's do some over here. My goal here is not to make all of these look the same. Well, this one was a little drier, but look at that fun marks we can make just from using simple things. Don't get mad at me if these colors mix together. I'm a messy creator. So we're going to have to take that as it is. Okay, I'm just going to do that one a little bit. Maybe I'll just get all of this in here. I like the way these are coming out so far. Let's come in with a little bit more of that. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Well, this one's going to be a little different. Okay. I love that salty blue. Or salty ocean, I guess it is. I kind of like, what does it look like with the, let's put a little bit more distressed on this one. This one's not as wet. So we're going to get some different marks. I think I need to wet it a little bit more. I'm not really liking that. One thing that you can do with these inks is that you can always go back in and add more water to reactivate them. So you have to be real careful when you're adding things over them because you don't want them, if you don't want them to react, you could seal it, I guess. You could put some gesso over top. I don't think I'm going to do that today. I don't really mind if they get all squished together. But I'm loving these marks. Like, what if we did, like, we use the edge. Okay. I wonder if this one needs a little bit more. I think I want a little bit more of the, maybe a little bit more, just coming off to the side there. Okay, so this is all dry, and now we have these really fun sort of oceanic looking sections. I love how that vintage photo works with these colors. It's just such a fun looking mess. I love it. Okay, so I've got some tools out here. Palette knife. This is my Catalyst blade. Obviously my color shaper, and then a little bit of a credit card. So the idea behind this is that we're going to take a little bit. I'm going to start off with this. Oh, it's crusty. This is my beloved Nico Azul Gold. I'm going to just put a little dot, and we're just going to pull it down and make some shapes. Like I said earlier, I really like this though. I'm going to put it over here. It doesn't take a lot. You can do this with any paint. This is just kind of what I had available. Oh, and I also have this Catalyst wedge as well. But I think we're going to start off with color shaper because I like color shaper best. So we're just going to pull it down. I love the Nico Azul Gold because it's very transparent. But we're not only going to be working with transparent colors. And I think I'm going to put this one right here. Let's see what it looks like with the credit card this time. Each tool is going to give you different marks. See, this one's not as smooth, but that's okay. It's probably because there's paint on it. And these colors are going to dry pretty fast. Well, at least this one. I think I want to do, let's see. Kind of just trying to find natural spots where it might work. Let's try this Catalyst tool. This one's gonna give us a nice smooth line. It's also gonna give us a little bit of an edge, which is fun. So we're just making shapes. I like that. I think I like the Catalyst Wedge best. Interesting. Where do I want to put this one? I think I want to come down and follow this line through here. I'm going to use this one again. I didn't get enough. I'm a little stingy with my Nico Azo. I only have, I still have 2 left, I think. It lasts literally forever. It's hard to run out of, but I'm sure I will someday, and then I'm going to be very sad. Okay, so I really like this fluorescent red next to this. So I don't want it coming all the way down. So I'm just going to lay out some of these colors, just sort of randomly. This one is not going to be as transparent, so that's something to keep in mind. We don't want all of our shapes going the same way or the same texture, so just kind of play around with that. It does help if your color shaper, especially with the thicker paint, is a little wet. Okay, that was terrible. I'm going to do that one again. Okay, we need more. Maybe not that much. Let's come back in with this catalyst tool. This blade is awesome because it gives you that sharp line that you don't really get with the other tools. So it's kind of fun. Can really define a shape pretty well. I don't want to waste anything. Okay, I kind of like where this is going. I'm going to dry this real quick with a hairdryer and we'll come back. This is the rose pink. Just going to get a little bit here on the edge. And I just kind of want to bring down a little bit more of this color. I'm trying to make different shapes. I don't want them all to be the same. But I really like playing with this idea of soft versus hard marks. Let's put some down here. Oh, that was good. That was a good one. Also think about your, well, I like to think about my rule of 3 that I have kind of for myself. To put things in 3 spots. It's kind of hard when you're working in this way, but we can still do it, I think. Might take a little bit of thought. This one's kind of wonky over here. I don't know where that's going. We'll see. Okay, I think I need more over here. I think I want this to be, let me get a little water in here. Ooh, that one got a little transparent. That's kind of fun. Okay. Again, I'm going to dry this and then we'll come back and do another color. Okay, I switched out that yellow ochre for this open one because it is a transparent color. Let's see. I'm really liking this, but I think I'm going to use the Catalyst Wedge for this one. I think this transparent color is going to work a little better than, because if I keep using solid colors, it's going to get a little wonky. Gosh, I don't know. I just kind of like, ooh, look at that. I love that. That was a good choice. Yeah, I think that was good. We might have to add another layer of the Azo Gold, maybe? I don't know. I love it over the pink. Love ochre and pink together. I think that's this palette. These colors together are really, I kind of like ugly colors together. They're very Willem de Kooning. If you've ever seen his work, he uses these colors all the time. Ooh, this one's coming along. And even though this is transparent, you can still build it up. You know what I mean? If you add a couple of different thicker layers, you're going to get some pretty cool things. Okay, so I like this. Let's make it go. I'm going to kind of... So I'm kind of torn which one I love the best so far. I like them all. Got some nice textures going on. I think I want to add... We might have to add some white too, maybe. Maybe a little bit of white. I haven't been adding white, but maybe we need a little bit. Okay, those are fun. We could always come back in and scrape in, but I think I'm liking just maybe this, like right through here. We could scrape in a little bit. You know me, I like dynamic marks. Scrape back in a little bit. Okay, let's let this dry and we'll see what we get. Okay, so I think I want more pink, or more of this red fluorescent color. I know. I'm a little obsessed with it right now. Oh, and FYI, those open colors take forever to dry. They are truly slow drying. I just thought we needed more pops of pink or orange or red or whatever we're calling it today. It got dulled down a little bit. I think I want some coming this way though. Let's put... Trying not to use a brush because when I use a brush I get real stiff and I kind of just want to make shapes. I don't really want to make brush shapes. And again, I encourage you to try something like this and use whatever you have available. Don't think that you need to copy exactly what I did. Just make some marks with some fun new colors, right? I mean, that's what we're doing. Came about with this idea as I saw an artist who was just doing like these single pour or pulls with transparent paint on canvas. And I thought, well, that looks really fun, but I wanted to make it my own and play with this idea of hard and soft. I like that much better. Okay, so I thought I might add a little bit of this bronze, but I'm not sure. Let's see what it looks like on one. Well, if you add it in one spot. And this is just another set of Liquitex small bundles that you can get. I think I got these at Hobby Lobby. Oh, no, sorry, Michael's. So this is just going to give us another layer of color. Maybe a little shiny, but I like it. Okay, let's add. I don't want a lot of it because I don't want it to be too shiny. That was probably too much. Let's add And I think we need some coming through here because this big shape is real, it's a little too ochre-y, I think. Ooh, I like that. I think for this one, I might just concentrate on adding 2 shapes. I got a lot of colors going on here. I don't want it to get too overwhelmed. Do we need some white? I don't know. I don't really like this right here. I'm not really loving this. All right. Okay, we're gonna come in with just a little bit of the transparent white from Liquitex. I just want to add in, it's very thin paint, which is why I like it. And it is transparent. So it's not going to give us like, unless we add it like this. I had to cover up that shape. I just didn't like it. Let's get a little bit more here. I think I want some right here. That was way too much. It's kind of hard to control because it's so thin. That's so thin. Okay, I think I might have to adjust this a little bit. I think we might have to come back in with maybe a white. Oh, maybe, let's see. Let's keep going. I just thought it needed some resting points, little defining moments. Like up here. Little white spaces. Okay. Okay, so I've got out the black soot from the Distressed Oxide and this stencil. And I just want to put some marks through there. Just like that. Just a few defined shapes. I feel like I kind of got a little bit of a handle on my stencil thing here that was giving me fits the other day. I think I want it to come just like right. I sort of like them going up and down. Let's do right through here. Need a few more up here. I like this broken bit. These are kind of, I don't want to be too much, but I want it to be balanced. Pretty subtle. I do want some darker black lines though. Let's get out our China marker again. Okay, I'm gonna start like right here. I'm just gonna use this as a guide. I want these to be pretty straight. I know I don't usually make straight lines. I'm not a straight line girl, but sometimes I like a straight line. Just to kind of break up a little bit of this. Again, we're playing with that soft versus hard kind of idea. maybe. I don't know. I'm not liking this mark, really. Maybe it needs a... The only thing I'm really trying to be careful about is not putting a line right in the middle, which I think I almost just did. Close, not really, but pretty close to right in the middle. I'm kind of grooving on the black lines. May not be for everybody, but we're trying new things. We don't want to get stuck in a rut of just making the same marks. Oh, this is a fun mark, though. I want to continue that one over. I feel like it needs to be. Okay, I think I might be done. Let me pull up the tape and we'll see what we got. All right, here we go. Here they are all cut apart. I'm pretty happy with them. I think I like, I love the stencil. I think that's good. I love the backgrounds. I probably could have been a bit bolder with the color, maybe. I didn't want to keep adding more color because I could add color all day. But I think this is a good beginning step. I like the marks that we made in the beginning, the kind of more organic marks. Let's see. Hold on. Okay. I just cut out this little white sheet of paper so we could kind of look at them with the mat, because I think that really changes how you see things. And I couldn't find my little mat boards, so I think for this one I like it this way. And you can see I cut oh so straight. Oh so straight. Okay. Yeah, I think I like it this one. I like this part right here, this little splashy bit. Yeah, this one's good. Okay, let's look at this one. I think now I don't even remember how I painted. I think I painted it this way. But I might like it this way. I like this little mark right through here, and I love these splashy bits through here. This one, it's got some good stuff on it, but I don't think it's as dynamic as that one. But I still like it. This one, I don't remember how I painted it. I don't remember. I just did it. I think it was this way. Yeah, that feels right. That's pretty good, but what if it were this way? I think I like it this way. Yep. And this one, we painted this way. Oh, I can get it on there. A sad little mat. I think I like it this way, actually. I like the marks that I made through here. I like this bronze. I like this little bit through here. It kind of feels like a map almost. Yeah, I like it. Okay, so this is our work for today. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me make a mess in the studio. So we're going to continue on with this. I think the next thing that we'll do, we'll use the Distressed Oxide Inks, and we'll play with the jelly plate and see what we get. And maybe still do some more swiping, because I think that was really fun. So there are lots of ways we can work with the jelly plate, which will be pretty cool, I think. Okay, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in a couple of days with another video. Thanks much. Bye.